Well, there we go, you lot. Look at this. We've got another T-Maxx on the bench. I'm really excited for this one because this one, I don't know, it's just got a bit of a vibe about it. It's making me quite excited. It's a 3.3, we can tell that, hopefully, by the head. I'll have to have a look at the block to make sure. Because, of course, well, you can change heads, can't you? You can put different heads on different engines. I know some of you are going to say, yeah, but they might not match, and they might not, the bolt pattern might not go on the... I don't care about that. Stop bloody nitpicking on everything. You can do. Anyway, we'll have a look at it in detail. I haven't looked at this at all, apart from literally just laying my eyeballs on it just now. I put this shell on it because I think there's a good shell that goes on it. Hopefully this is the right transmitter for it. It's got number 1 written on it, but I'm thinking this is a newer T-Maxx, so it's probably going to have 2.4 gigahertz, and that's the only one left. Now, you're probably noticing by now, if you've watched this far, I think this is episode 6 on T-Maxx series. You're probably thinking, what the bloody hell is going on? Why are there so many T-Maxxes? And, you know, what's going on with all the Traxxas and T-Maxxes? Well, there is an amount of them that I've got, as you probably gather. This is number 6. There's one Revo, so this is number 5 on the T-Maxxes. There's a Revo that I've been able to look at, and this is the 5th. Oh, that must, oh, I don't know. This is the 5th T-Maxx. I'm not going to tell you how many there is. It's a secret how many there is in total. All I can say is, at the end of me looking through them all and finding out and hopefully getting them all running properly, they will all be for sale. They're not mine. I don't own them. The money's going to the person who owns them, who's going to put it to a charity. Simple as that. But let's have some fun and try and get this one going. I reckon it's going to be a good one because it's, well, I think it's pretty much brand new. Yeah, I think it's pretty much brand new. Do you know what? I've got so much this morning that I should be doing. I've got a horse box to mend. I've got to put some fencing up. But it was absolutely pissing down this morning. And I mean, I don't generally mind a bit of rain, but trying to put a fence up and all that's going to get quite muddy. So I thought to myself, right, and also the person that I'm meant to be mending the horse box for is not around till a bit later on. So I thought, let's spend some time wisely and let's have a look at this. Just pick this one out of the bundle of T-Maxxes. Now this one's definitely a bit newer, but it's got that exhaust on it. That's a nice, I love that style of exhaust. It's just bloody brilliant. It just looks nice, and it reminds me of the old motorbike days, the old PW50s and that I used to play around with when I was a kid. Great fun, absolute brilliant. There's a servo missing. Is it even missing? No, this one doesn't have reverse. This is not a reverse thing. I didn't realise that. So this is just a forward car. Now this one has got a tag on it. Now that means, because the person who owns these decided to take up that warranty thing where Traxxas, because they put a bit of asbestos in the slipper clutches and on the brake discs as well, on the brake pads, sorry. And people got a bit annoyed about that for some reason, don't know why. So they decided to attack Traxxas and say, look, this ain't right. And so they've had to mend everything. So if you wanted to, you can send your car to whoever it is in your country that manages that kind of stuff. In this country, it's one place. And so you send it there, and what they do is they replace it. But they don't just replace the slipper pads and the slipper clutch and the brake pads. They appear just to put a whole new box on. They didn't do, well, hopefully they've done a good job of it. I noticed that they put the air filter on around the wrong way. But anyway, I'll put that around the right way now. This whole car's been driven through what seems to be wet plaster. I don't know if it is wet plaster or some kind of, but it seems to be that. It's a bit dirty, but that's all right. Let's see if it's going to work. I noticed that is hanging off for some reason. I don't know why. The whole idea of the electric start and the little glow igniter wire and all that is a really cool idea, and I really, really like it. And it's great when it works. And that key phrase there, when it works. So normally when you see, if you get one of these and this wire's, you know, sort of tangled around somewhere else, or maybe it's disconnected from there or something like that, normally means that something's happened and it's not working. So the person has been using an ordinary glow starter, which is completely fine. That's normally why. If they're connected, you can pretty much bank on they do work. But doesn't matter. This is a fairly new truck, so I'm probably guessing it is going to work. It's got a stupid little pinch thing on it. I don't know why they put these on, but they do. So yeah, that's that. Let's see, shall we do engine or shall we do electrics first? I ask this question every time and everyone always gives different answers. So I think this time I prefer to go engine first. I like engines, so we'll do that. I'm going to turn it around this way, and we're going to have to cut this tag off as well because I have got the wheels for it. When I got, as I said, you've probably gathered by now that I've had a few T-Maxxes on the bench in the last few days. They've all had no wheels on. That's because when I got them, they've all been to the JP Perkins, JP Models Perkins. They've all been there, and when you send it off to have the recall, they ask you not to have the wheels on, which is why they literally come straight from there to me, which is why none of them have got wheels on. But I have got the wheels for this, so I'm going to put them on later on. I don't like not having wheels on cars. I don't know, it just don't feel right. It don't feel complete. You know, I like to have the wheels on at all times. But anyway, let's stop talking about that rubbish. Let's get some cutters and we'll cut that off. Yeah, better get some side cutters. We'll cut this off. I'm going to keep this tag with it. All the other ones, I've kept the tag with them as well, so that, you know, it's kind of proof and a bit of history perhaps for the person who owns this. These all will be for sale. All of these that I've been mending over the past, and all the ones coming up in the future, they will be for sale, but not by me. They're for sale from the person who owns them. You can talk to me to arrange it if you want, but you know, it's nothing to do with me, really. So let's see, what was I doing? I forget what I was doing. Oh, that battery's charged. I'm also charging up. I've got a plethora of bloody batteries here. They all come with the easy starts. But I don't know what ones are good, so I'm charging them all up, and I'm going to leave them. Well, I'm obviously going to use them in the easy starts, but I'm going to leave them as well, and we'll see. If they deplete, if the batteries don't hold a charge, then we know that they're no good. But if they hold a charge overnight, then we know that they're good. You know, that's a good indication. What was I doing? Engine or electrics? We'll do the engine first, and then we'll go to electrics after. So that servo feels a bit funny, but it's working, and the throttle seems to open. Nothing seems to be stuck. The air filter is good. That's a brand new air filter. God, it's got bloody oil on it as well. Why did I touch it for? What a cock. Starter motor looks to be good. Let's put a little bit of nitro in the tank, and we'll see what's going to happen. I reckon, I've got a bit of an inkling, this is going to be, well, this should be an easy one. I don't think we're going to have any trouble with this. We've had some older ones on the bench in the last couple of days. I dare say you would have seen them by now. If you haven't, and you've just stumbled across this video, go back and have a look on the other ones, because there's been some older T-Maxxes. The 2.5s, oh, we didn't look at the engine, did we? What is this? Yep, it is a 3.3. I don't know whether you can see that in there, that block. You probably can't see, I don't know, I can't see what you see, but TRX3.3, and we could tell that by the look and the shape of the engine anyway, but I know you lot never believe me when I say things, so I have to prove it to you with eyeballs. So there's the eyeball. It is a 3.3, and I think this is the only 3.3 T-Maxx that I've got in my possession at the moment. All the others are 2.5s. I know I did title the first video 3.3, but I was just in a bit of a wind-up mood, and I thought I'd wind you all up. See how many people correct me and say, that's not, the title's wrong, that ain't a 3.3, that's a 2.5. But I'm sorry, that's just my sense of humour. It's just my sense of humour, and some people don't get it, some people do. We're all here for fun. That's what we're here for. Fun. If you take things too seriously, well, that's your problem, not mine. Right, I need an easy start. There's one of these things. We've put some nitro in. The throttle is closed, so it should be on a tick over, and because this is a new, it's brand new, and I have been told that this isn't even ran in yet. It's had 3 tanks on tick over through it, and that's, well, obviously not quite tick over because it's got a bit of dirt on it, but low speed running, and that's it. So this should be an easy one. Everything should work. That's primered. let's just pull that off and give it a bit of a head start. Actually, we'll open up that throttle like that. I'm not even going to bother checking for jelly or anything like that, because this is a newer one. I'm expecting it to be as if it just literally rolled out the box. Nearly. Oh, nearly. Every time it fires, the little electric motor can't keep it going. Oh. Yeah, it's running, it's good, but don't forget, this is a new engine. From what I've been told anyway, it's a new engine, it's only had a few tanks, so we've got to be a bit patient with it. It's not an old timer, that goes that way. That is absolutely minty perfect. God, man, I couldn't ask for better. I really couldn't ask for any better than that. That is absolutely mint. Needs a bit of a clean. Once this is cleaned, this will come up like a brand new car. Absolutely brand new. These things are bloody expensive, brand new. I can't believe the prices. And do you know what I'm going to do as well? While I've got these in my possession, I'm going to do, just for fun, like for myself to have a look at, but I might as well show you lot as well. Get the Savage and one of these, because it's pretty much, you know, competition for each other, aren't they? The T-Maxx and the Savage, more or less competition. The T-Maxx is older than the Savage in a way, because 1999 is when the T-Maxxes came out, the first one with the Pro 15 engine, and the Savage 21, which was the first Savage, which I've got one of because I got it when it came out in 2001 or 2, I think it was 2002, I forget now. I've still got it with the original 3.5cc engine, the 21BB engine in it. I did put a K4.6 in it at one point, but it's got the other engine back in it again now. Well, yeah, a little bit of comparison. Might run them together, but I'm only one person, so I can't drive them both at the same time. Yeah, I don't like all that bloody meeting up with people. I like to just be on my own, simple as that. So that's what we'll do. Right, we know the engine runs, we know the engine's good. So what we can do, because this is a brand new engine, I'm just going to turn that. I know, I don't do it for my own stuff, and I don't do it with old engines or whatever, it's my own stuff. But when it's not my stuff, I will turn the piston down to BDC. Yeah, so that we don't get any of that you always go on about, the pinch and all that stuff. Pinch, 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 always going on about it. So, not mine, so we treat it properly. My stuff, I don't care, it's my stuff. So, let's have a look, see what we got in here. Was I right? Yes, we're a Traxxas TQ 2.4 gigahertz receiver in there. And this is the only 2.4 gigahertz receiver that I've got left. The other ones have all been spoken for by other cars. So, when they designed this radio box and the battery box on the other side, they did do a really, really good job. All the little wires have got little cutouts. There's so many companies that make radio boxes and battery boxes, but they don't accommodate the wires. They just expect them to, even at the factory, they're just like pinched. You know, they don't have a little cutout. And that always amazes me. Like, that small little oversight makes a big difference. But Traxxas, you know, to give them their due, they've really thought through everything, and they've done a really good job at, you know, making everything. The only thing is that, like, I've explained it in this way before, they're a bit like the Apple. You know, like, they're really restrictive. Apple's really restrictive. They want you to use everything Apple. They don't like it if you use another brand and all that rubbish. They're a bit like that. So let's have a look here what we got. Yeah, they make you use Traxxas batteries and all this stuff if you buy the electric, if you're unlucky enough to buy an electric car. But, you know, if you cut the wires off and put your own connectors on XT60s or whatever, the warranty is void. Of course it is. Happy days. Right, let's get this RC scrapyard battery. Now, this, I don't know if it works. It was in the box of other batteries. I charged it up yesterday and it's been sat overnight, so we'll see. In fact, let's put it on the little battery tester and let's see if it's, yeah. Well, we've got 5 cells, 67, we've got a loose connection. If I hold it on, we're at 70%. 73, can you see that? If I hold it. So, it's got a loose connection, so I don't know whether it's going to work with a loose connection. It might not be any good. Someone's cut them wires off for some reason. We'll see. It's obviously not either. I reckon it probably had a loose connection, so it didn't charge all the way. I'm banking on that being what's happened. Yeah, so it does work. The servo's twitched. Let's put that. I'm going to put the battery in properly for this. Well, I say properly. Do I do anything properly? No. Who does things properly? If you do things properly, I mean, is that any fun? No, it's not. You know, you've got to. Things aren't there to be done properly. Things are there just to be done, however you want to do them, and that's, you know, that's up to you. Properly is down to your own discretion. You know, the word properly, it's down to your own discretion. And what I'm looking for, there it is. Yeah, the word properly, it doesn't really exist. It's just down to your discretion. What you see as properly, is that being done properly? Are you doing that properly? If you turn around to yourself and you say yes, that's it. That is it. That's all you need to know. Yeah, it's done. That is done properly. Doesn't matter what anyone else says. And that's not done properly. What do you mean that's not done properly? Your properly is your properly. My properly is my properly. Right, I'll put that on there. I'm not going to do them up tight, but we'll do them up. Happy days. Oh, have we got batteries in here? We have. We've even got batteries in the transmitter. Bloody hell. God, man. Talk about life of Riley, eh? Life of bloody Riley. Let's turn that on. That's on. That's on. Yes. It is that one. I thought it was. That's turning right. That's turning left. That's doing throttle, that's doing brakes. Yes. Are we getting full throttle though? Let me turn this around so you can see front on. Everyone loves a front on view. Let's take that off of there. So, that's, oh, you can't see. Let me zoom in a bit, sorry. I always forget. And then when I do zoom you in, I forget you're zoomed in and leave you zoomed in, don't I? I know. You tell me all the time and I've listened. So, tick over, full throttle. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much there. I might need to do a little bit of adjustment on that. The thing that I don't like about these transmitters is there's no adjustment. If you know how to adjust the end stops and the, what do you call it? Trims and all that on these stupid transmitters, you tell me, because I can't work it out. I ain't got a clue how to do it. No idea whatsoever. Yeah, no idea whatsoever. But anyway, so yeah, we're getting full throttle, we're getting brakes, all that seems to work. So we can zoom out again now. Now, let's go and get some wheels. Now, what I did by accident was I put the wheels for this one on a different car. So I'm going to have to go and take them off. So bear with me a minute. Yeah, right. So I have also got, right, these are the wheels for them. Look, nicely wheels, and the dirt on the wheels matches the dirt on the car, so I know that's the correct wheels for it now. I've got as well, wherever it's gone, where's it gone? This is supposed to have a wheelie bar on it, and I found a wheelie bar. So there's a wheelie bar that I can take that. What the bloody hell's that with this? Well, I'll put it on in a minute. That's supposed to go on the front, obviously. No, I know, not the front, it goes on the back. I know. You look, you haven't yet bloody grasped it, have you? You haven't grasped it. I'm gonna keep winding you up. The more you whinge and moan, the more I'm gonna wind you up. Simple as that. Right. Let's get a pair of pliers, undo all these, put these wheels on, and be happy. You know what, I do wish that these T-Maxxes had, and I know there probably may be a version that has it, I know you're all going to say it, but like a bar at the top there. I know the Revo's got one, not like the Savage has got, it's got like a bar in it, like a handle. It's not, well, it serves two purposes. It's not a handle, but it's there, and it's nice because what you can do is, you know, when you want to pick the car up and turn it, you just hold the handle, twist it round. The Revo's got one, but I don't think any of these T-Maxxes have got one. But that would be nice if they did have that. Didn't undo that one enough. But this is going to be a really, bloody hell, I've got butterfingers today, I tell you. Absolute butterfingers. That don't really serve well for the rest of the things I've got to do today, does it? Got to mend a horse box and bloody all that other stuff with butterfingers. Yes. I don't know. Right. Let's put this one on. I'm resisting the urge to put the wheels on back to front. I am. I normally don't resist the urge, but I really can't get that lined up though, can I? There he goes. Right. I think we might get a bit of degreaser out. Have I got any degreaser left? If I've got some degreaser, I'm getting the urge to clean this one up. I haven't had an urge to clean any of the others yet. But I'm getting a bit of an urge to clean this one. So, because it's got all that, I don't know what it is, but it seems to be like, you know, like when you plaster, you know. Oh, that battery's charged. That's what it seems to be. Like it's driven through a bit of wet plaster and it's obviously dried and it's gone dusty. That's what it seems like. It's probably not. It's probably just ordinary dirt. But let's put that air filter on. Because I just... Oh, I won't forget, but I'll end up leaving it off for ages and ages and ages. So I've got to put that on. There we go. Oh, absolutely. I love that style of air filter as well. It looks bloody brilliant. Absolutely minty perfect, you lot. Minty bloody perfect. Alright, so we got that. We know we got shell for it. The electrics work. That's a fully working car now. I think I did have somewhere, I got this box, look. Can you see this box? Alright, so we'll put that there. Somewhere in here, we've got other air filters and other bits of crap. But, look. 3 of these, I was wondering, when I found these, I was wondering what they go to. But this is the same as what's on here. Look, oh, you can't see. Can you see just about? That's the same. So that must be, I need one more. What have I done with the shell? Shell's over. No, what, is that the shell? Yeah, that's the shell. So this, I know this is the right shell for it because I've just decided it is. So we put that on there like that. And now we've got our clips with matching little blue cable ties and bits of fuel pipe as well. Man, do you know what? I just, oh, it's just utter disbelief, you know. Let me have a tidy up. Oh, we've got to put the wheelie bar on to stop wheelies. Right, how do we put that on? Honestly, I haven't got a clue how you're meant to put it on, but we'll work it out. Don't worry, don't worry. Stop panicking. How many times have I told you not to panic? I mean, you panic anyway, but I've told you and told you and told you not to panic. So how does that go? Does that go on there? Is that supposed to Come on, click. I've got another car with one on. I probably should have a look and see how it's supposed to go, but let's try and wing it. I know you're all shouting at the screen, no, 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 don't go that way, it goes that way, and all this other bollocks. I'm looking over at it now, so that goes like that. That goes on there. Where does that go then? Does that go under there? Is that how that goes? Oh, does that go in there like that? Ah, right, okay. Does that go like that? No, that can't be how it goes, can it? That looks bloody ridiculous. That can't be right. No, that's not right. Is it? Is that how that goes? That goes right down there, does it? Like that? No, you're having me on. What? Let's go over here and have a look at this one. So that slides down there like that. Oh, right. Okay. It looks a bit daft, but alright, fair enough. So that goes on there like that, and then you can, that's how you adjust how many wheelies you want, is it? Right, okay. I want that amount of wheelie, please. And then when you want, you go, I want that amount of wheelie today. And then you go like that, you go, today, I want that amount of wheelie. Absolutely none. Fair enough. So that goes up there being stored for when you want to beep, 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 beep. Fair enough, we'll go with that. Let's get a bit of degreaser out, fire up the compressor, bit of air, give this a bit of a clean, because I don't know, I just kind of feel like it. There it is, look, soaking away with a bit of degreaser on it. Oh man, that is absolutely brilliant. I love it. You know, I really love it. And to be honest, my favourite stuff is old stuff, and I like the old one, but this is a really, really cool truck. You know, and I know I've said in the past about it's all overcomplicated and all that kind of stuff. But it is overcomplicated, unnecessarily overcomplicated. But if there isn't two ends of a spectrum in a hobby, it'll be boring. Do you know what I mean? So you've got the overcomplicated, you know, the things that are unnecessary and unnecessarily expensive because of the overcomplications and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got the middle stuff, and then you've got the simple stuff. So, you know, it's important to have two ends of things. That's just the way it goes. People who want, you know, supposed ease of life and overcomplicated stuff, go here. People who want the middle, yeah, a bit of both, you know, yeah, whatever. And I want simple on that side. That's what makes life and the world flavourful. We need flavour in the world. Otherwise, it'd just be bloody boring. Well, there we go. That's probably the cleanest that's ever been. Definitely not, but it's clean enough for me, and I'm happy with that. Got the wheelie bar on it, we've got working electrics, we've got a working engine that runs quite well, and yeah, what more can you ask for? Absolutely great. So that's the one and only T-Maxx 3.3, the true 3.3. As I said, I know I was winding you lot up with the other one, but I know I'm not going to change the title back either. I like to keep it like that to wind people up for future generations. Anyway, let's put a show on it and see what's going on. So there we go. Not exactly a barn find, not exactly a good candidate for a Will It Run, bloody Jesus, Will It Run video. But because it was brand new and it started up very, very easily. But I think it was good nonetheless. It was nice to see a new T-Maxx, well, as new as I could probably find. T-Maxx, and there we go, 3.3. It will be having a test drive because this one's got obviously radio gear and everything with it, and the good thing is it hasn't got all the stupidly unnecessary reverse module and all that other bollocks in it. It's a very simple, probably a two, I didn't see, they are two-speed. Very simple, two-speed gearbox, forward only, no messing around, just go, have fun. No overcomplicated bollocks. So, yeah, that'll be going for a test drive at some point soon. So if you want to see that one drive, stick around. I don't know when, because I'm going to have to test drive all the other ones that I've mended up until now. And by the time this video goes live, there will be other ones. I know I'm not going to tell you how many T-Maxes there is or how many other stuff there is, but I'm telling you, there is more. I'm not going to tell you how many, but there is more. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they are what they are. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Treat people nice, treat people how you'd like to be treated, and we'll all have a nice happy life. So bye for now, you lot.